Blog Talk Radio. Hello and welcome to the Diva Days of Our Lives and Friends. This is Carrie. You can find me on Twitter at Diva of DOOL. And we have a Facebook page, Diva Days of Our Lives. And you can also follow us here on Blogtalkradio and subscribe to our page on iTunes. And tonight we have Marianne here.
Hi, everyone. You can find me on Twitter at mama_hooch.
And Marianne had a birthday recently, too.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Marianne.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
On the 8th.
Yeah, last week on the 8th, yeah. In quarantine, yeah. It was
I
nice,
know how
though.
that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Just another one. Another year older. So, yeah, thank you.
And our friends at Bob Hapka, at Amy Hapka, had their wedding anniversary. Too.
Yes,
that's
the same day.
Yeah, same day as Marianne's
Did you know
birthday.
that they called? Did you know they called in last week?
Why do I always miss them?
Oh,
yes, I didn't. I had this caller on.
We were so surprised and happy.
And I know I brought this caller on, and she said, "This is Amy," and I said, "Oh, hi, Amy. How are you?" And I'm thinking, okay, I don't know. Then finally she says, "You know, Amy, your friend Amy." Then she said Hapka, and then I'm like, "Oh, okay, that Amy." So yeah, we were kind of shocked.
Well, only because we were joking about how we pimp them every week, and she said Bob was putting her up to it to try to surprise us and catch us off guard, and she totally did.
Oh yeah, she totally did.
Even though we pimp them every week, but we don't ever expect them to call. So
call.
We have the best time, Carrie. If you get a chance, you'll have to listen to. It was towards the
and
end,
then Bob
right?
got on.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob got
on.
It was
about 15 minutes before the end, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. I had the biggest stupid grin on my face for the rest of the show. I really did. It just made me so happy to hear from them.
I'm happy.
So yeah, that's their wedding anniversary too. Yeah. So we.
Yeah.
Oh, and so we have Anna here also.
Oh, hey. Hello. Hey there. You can find me at Kazi Hooch.
And Miss Jen's here tonight. How are you doing, Jen?
Hi, I'm at RXJDK at Twitter.
Hey, Jen. We're going to have a Mets season? Are you going to have a Mets season, does it look like?
I don't know. At this point, I
don't think any season.
It almost doesn't matter, does it?
It's going to matter.
We might get a Christmas season.
Yeah.
We're hoping for that. I don't know.
I can hardly wait. What's the violation if the pitcher spits on the ball? That's what I want to know.
Oh my God.
I didn't think of that.
They're starting race car driving or
guys,
NASCAR.
All the guys that do chewing tobacco and spit the whole
game. And the guys,
this weekend.
Yeah, the guys who spit on their hands and then touch the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there could be somebody should do a funny skit about what baseball would be like under Corona.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Oh dear. The dugout would be super clean, right? Because they couldn't spit the whole game.
I think they're playing in Korea with masks on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that one makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be different, that's for sure. Well, I don't know. I was just throwing that out because I know normally you'd be full on into the Mets season by now, but yeah, I don't know. The Royals we weren't too excited about last year. We're looking forward to the Chiefs
Pirates either.
So We're hoping the football's on schedule. That's all we care about right now.
So far it is, they say. So I don't know.
Yeah, they canceled the gymnastics season too.
Oh, they did?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
No nationals, no worlds, no Olympics.
What about hockey? Because I don't watch hockey.
No
here
hockey
in the Midwest,
so far.
What do you guys know hockey? Because I know Carrie. Because I know you guys.
Yeah.
All the hockey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Pretty crazy. So, oh well.
Pretty crazy. Pretty depressing. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Days of Our Lives. So we'll go with the baby thing. So that's pretty much the main thing to happen.
Carrie, could I make a really quick announcement, a follow up from last week before I forget?
Sure.
Not about the show. Okay, we were talking about. Marianne was saying that she had read Ken Corday's book from 2010, over again because during the pandemic, shut down and everything. Mm-hmm. And I said, that does sound like a really good book. I think I would enjoy it. And so while we were on the show, I pulled up Amazon, and it was selling for like $977 or some crazy.
What?
I mean, like I don't
what?
know. I thought
that has to be a misprint.
Unless it came with Ken Corday for a day or something, I couldn't imagine why it would be that. And so I'm thinking
that's still way too much.
And it was from one of those third-party sellers. So, and I have gotten ripped off. I got ripped off one time.
What were they thinking?
As much for some seeds that I bought. I was so pissed when I realized it was just one bag instead of 4. But anyway, so I thought maybe it was an algorithm error, or maybe it was the seller jacked it up somehow. I don't know. Anyway, Marianne, I just wanted to let you know I did go back on later this late in the week, and I found it for like $5 or $10, and so I did.
There
order
you go.
It. So I just wanted to let you know it sounded a little bit more reasonable than $970.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to follow up for those of you,
that's a
that
good
were
read.
hanging on the edge of their seats from last week. I wanted to make sure to close that that circle there. So anyway,
the one thing I can say for Ken Corday, as much as we like screaming, he really fights for that show to stay on for all these years.
Oh yeah.
All that you read in the book because of his family owned it and his parents.
Oh yeah.
Once his dad died, and
Legacy.
his dad died just 1 year after the show, and then his mother ran it for most of the time. But yeah, he does. He fights the networks and everything to do it. To keep the show on the air. So that's one thing.
Yep.
Some of his other things are out of his control sometimes, but So, but anyway, all right.
Okay,
back
all
to
right.
The babies.
Get that piece of business out of the way.
Yeah, go ahead, Carrie.
Okay. Yeah, but when you said it was $900 bucks, I'm like, man, if I was Marianne, I'd list that book as soon as possible.
Yeah, if I knew it was going for that much,
So I kept thinking with Ciara was holding had Rex all tied up. I kept thinking, I bet you Rex is happy that his marriage to Ciara only lasted like 24 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, she was a bit wacky, and I liked Ciara in the
crying.
beginning.
Did you see her nose?
Yeah,
all red.
In the beginning, when she first, it happens to me too. When I cry, I look like hell. I'm not one of those cute criers. I'm one of those. Red and blotchy and a mess. But I liked Ciara when she first joined the show. I thought she was kind of a little bit messy and for a doctor, but then she's just messy all the time.
Yep.
And and she's always angry and screams. I mean, she just kind of like throws temper tantrums. I actually don't feel sorry for her that she lost her baby. I don't feel sorry for her at all. I'm actually happy for Kristen.
I feel bad for Eric.
Kind of like Sam. The screaming is like Sammy. You know how Sammy always screams a lot? But I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Like
she
Sarah.
was the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw somebody called her snotty hands because, you know, she's always, her hands are like with her, and everyone kept thinking of like, oh gosh, if, you know, with the whole coronavirus, of course that was done way before that. But anyway, she's always with her hands, and her nose is also, she's always there with her hands and her on her nose, and I'm there, oh my gosh. But yeah, anyway, I had a laugh when somebody called her that. So.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So Kristen tracked her down via Theo and shit up in Paris, and with Brady. And so they found Sarah at the train station, and someone brought it up too. I guess they cut a lot out of the show for that episode, but kept the entire episode was Sarah's like flashbacks and talking to her daughter on you know, on her first birthday about what they went through for the first year, and you know, other important stuff got cut. It just seemed like Adrienne's death really got
chopped up.
We wanted to see Steve at the gravesite mourning his sister. We all wanted to see that. We wanted to see Justin do it. And, you know, and then,
we did see Steve a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, but he didn't have any privacy because Hope was there, and then Justin didn't have any privacy because Kayla was there. And, you know, it would have been nice to see them mourn a bit without women watching them. It was a little creepy. I just didn't like that. But, yeah, they cut all of that so Sarah could talk to the baby about stuff we already knew about. So that really bugged me. So, anyway, so I'm glad Kristen showed up and got her baby back.
Yeah, of all the train stations, she picked that one right away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it would make sense that she went to the nearest one, you would think. You know, why would she go somewhere further when there was one nearby? So, Kristen, I don't understand this. What do you guys think about Brady letting Kristen take the baby?
Oh, I'm there, Brady, again.
Yep.
Like, are you crazy? Did you see Eric lash into him?
Eric got him good.
I've been there. Okay, usually I'm not on Eric's side when he goes into his little tirades, but yeah, I agree with you. You done another stupid thing, Brady. I mean, that was my feeling. I don't know. Does anyone else? What do you think?
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, it just seems like Brady keeps. I mean, I'm sure, you know, obviously, I don't know why they wrote off Stacey Hayes. That was ridiculous. I have no idea why she was cut from the show.
I bet she'll. Do you think she'll be back?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a short-term thing? I'm thinking it is.
I heard. I heard she's coming back, but you know, I don't know if her comeback will be short or her being gone's going to be short. But it's like, in a way, it's like Kristen's been wanting a baby for over 25 years. So I could see Brady feeling sorry for her. But at the same time, too, what kind of life is this baby going to have with Kristen on the run? Would the baby could have a good life in Salem with Brady and his family? And now Brady's got 2 kids. He's not raising either one of them. So it's just
and you know, her going to jail, Brady could convince Victor to drop the charges or somehow get her out with his influence. So I can't see the logic of, you know, I'm going to be arrested. I'm going to spend she didn't kill him, so she's not going to spend the rest of her life in jail. Even if she has to do a little bit of jail time, you know, a Kiriakis and Victor, all he has to do is drop the or you know what I mean, pull strings, and she's out. It's sometimes that makes sense. Yeah. But
that's my question.
That was another dumb Brady. What?
Why isn't Victor in jail?
Yeah, why isn't Xander in jail? I don't get that either.
Xander and Victor. Yeah. Well, yeah. For switching the babies.
Right, but Sarah is, when she got back and she went to visit Maggie in prison, You know,
Right.
she was saying that she's going to go to jail probably too. But it's like, but Xander's just walking around town like nothing happened and visiting. I mean, Victor's still in the hospital; he's still recuperating. But it's like, why isn't Xander in jail?
Yeah, because
Everybody's
Rafe knows.
Yeah.
The police. Yeah, the police know about the switch.
Knows.
They've known.
Everybody
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all trying to find Kristen. Yeah, so why aren't they arresting Xander? I know. But
okay. Yeah, so that's what we're. Yeah, Eric lashing in.
That was good.
And I forgot you. Was that this week that Holly called Eric Dad? Or was that
I think it was this week. Was it this week or last? But I don't think we even talked about that last week. Maybe it was this week.
You didn't talk about Eric?
I don't know.
I wasn't there. So you guys didn't talk to Eric. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, they were playing on the playground, and I called him Dad for the first time. So, so that was really nice. Yeah, so that's the thing too. Eric exploded because he was thinking he was still going to be part of Rachel's life, you know, as an uncle or whatever.
Her, right.
He still see her grow up, and now he got deprived of that because of Brady being Brady.
Yep.
He made some good points about Kristen. You know, Kristen, she hasn't changed. You know.
Yeah.
Why did you let her go? And that's no life for a baby. And yeah.
She's gonna get treatment.
Right. Yeah, she just got over cancer. She needs to keep getting tested.
Right.
So. Okay, what else happened this week? The whole Gabi Jake thing. Like, wasn't that fun at Stefan. I thought Brandon's version of Stefan was a little weak compared to, I can't remember his name. I know it's Christopher something.
Tyler Christopher?
Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler
Christopher?
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, Tyler, right. Like, he had
Brandon?
Stefan. Well, I thought he gave Stefan the Demira should be a little intimidating. You know what I mean? Like Chad tries to act like, like
Tyler's
maybe
more a little intimidating, more so than Brandon.
Right.
He was like more fun or something. I don't know.
Not really fun, but he just seemed like he was a bit of a wuss, like in a Chad type of way. That's why I don't like Chad. Chad doesn't act like a Demir at all. He just pretends once in a while.
Well, definitely Chad doesn't.
Yeah. So, but I mean, he's done a good job with the Jake thing and the accent and all that. I mean, I do, you know, that impressed me as far as his acting. But I don't know if he's just on too much or Jake and Gabi are fighting too much. But it's kind of getting repetitive.
It got old very quick.
They're trying to get. Yeah, they're trying to get that chemistry back between the actors, but different character, I guess, a different character. So do you believe Dr. Rolf when she went to see him, and he told her?
No,
he's just telling her that to get her out, you know, because she agreed to get him out of prison, or to help him get out if he would give the serum. He says, that's really Stefan. And he must have gave her the serum or whatever, and she tries to go and inject Jake. But I don't know. Do you think it's really Stefan, or do you think it's somebody, or like a twin or something like that?
I think it's probably a twin knowing Vivian.
Yeah, or a look-alike cousin. But I guess the way that Dr. Rolf explained it to Gabi, I guess they think it's because he doesn't have a heart that they switched him out.
Yeah.
And gave with somebody else's heart that Julie has. But
Dr. Shaw.
I think he was just playing. Yeah, I think he's just playing her, though.
But the thing is, too, isn't Kayla the one who did the operation? So she would have known she cut the heart out of Stefan.
Heart out of Stefan, right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Unless,
It's kind of up there with Jack's
thing.
eyes getting donated when he got killed by the Salem. Yeah, when he got killed by the Salem slasher. Yeah, and then, then he turns up alive with his eyes intact. It's like, okay, what happened to his eyes? So, I mean, geez, even Jennifer met the guy who received Jack's eyes or corneas or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
But, so, it seems to be a bit much. And and Ben took the syringe and gave it to Marlena and asked Marlena to have it tested to see what's going on with it.
Yeah, because everyone thinks it's Gabi that's making Abigail have those hallucinations.
Right.
But of course it's not Gabi. It's somebody else. I'm thinking it's Vivian. I think Vivian has something to do with it, maybe, because she's coming back.
Yeah, but what does she have against Abigail?
I don't know. I don't know, to get back at Chad, or I don't know. And then someone was saying maybe it's still Chad. Like Chad's still somehow under the influence of the old Stefano thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Totally.
Stefano.
Yeah, I think this is totally. Yeah, I think this is totally a Stefano thing, that something got put into place. Yeah, I think that totally. Yeah. I don't know. The thing is, too, the Abby going crazy thing again, or hallucinating again. I mean, I'm so over it.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, I didn't like Marcy Miller's Abby at all. I mean, I thought she did better with the alters with Gabi and Dr. Laura, but her Abby was boring as hell. But and Kate's doing a good job with it too. But to me, it's depressing, and I'm just not really interested. Yeah, it doesn't interest me.
And she's going to be. That's the way they'll get her out. To write her out now that she's leaving.
I guess. Yeah, but Kate Mancy's leaving the show here real quick. But it's like they couldn't come up with something better.
And he's staying. Yeah, I don't know.
Why can't we keep her and get rid of him?
I know they did get rid of him once, and then they brought him back. Like, why? I don't understand.
So we're going to have, no Demiras on the show once Chad's gone, too?
Chad. There's really no basically bad. I mean, now, is that why they brought Orpheus back for the bad guy now, that there's no Stefano or Steveno or whatever? Kristen's not on. And Chad's not a bad Demira, unless Jake is a Demira too now. Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the first Orpheus storyline, and I appreciate the actor, and he's got a great voice. But I just don't. Yeah. I don't care for the storyline either. It's just dragging. It's not going anywhere. I don't care about Kristen. I don't care about Evan. And then they recast Zoey, which made no sense because the first Zoey was fantastic.
Yeah, but she got a primetime gig.
Yeah, she got a primetime. They couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't work around her schedule or something. Yeah, so she just left.
Oh, what did
it was her choice.
Yeah.
Oh.
I forget what it's called, but I didn't see that. Some primetime show.
I thought she had some
she was
chemistry
good.
with Galen. Yeah, she owned that role immediately. She was a great attorney. And all this talk about this trial, and we never saw it. And Sonny wasn't there, and Will wasn't there, and Ben wasn't there, and Ciara wasn't there, and it's like, well, what the hell is going on? I mean, if your sister's murderer's trial's coming up, you don't show up?
Yeah. Sonny was there because she was harassing him.
Yeah, it's like, why are they even writing scenes about her harassing Sonny but we don't actually see Sonny on the witness stand. There was nothing in the courtroom.
No, nothing in the courtroom. Just, going in and then after the verdict coming out. That's all you saw. I mean, that was all you saw.
Yeah, and he was convicted and got 20 years, which, like, nobody in Salem ever gets found innocent anyway. Yeah, he did it. He did it. So, and I don't get this.
But he keeps saying it's an accident. Yeah, he keeps saying it's an accident, but he never explains how it was an accident.
He
never really explains.
Somebody. Yeah, how do you strangle someone with a scarf by accident?
Yeah.
By accident. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, that storyline's a waste. Oh, and then why did Zoey tell Rafe that Orpheus was the one who caused the accident that killed Adrienne and the baby?
Because
the only thing
Orpheus was threatening
Zoey, and I think she just had enough and said, my father's up to no good or something. I think he's going to do something, She just wanted to turn him in, I guess. It's the only thing I could think of. I don't know. So how do you like that? How did you like the way that they explained the accident then?
Oh.
Because we thought it was Summer.
Yeah.
Now it's turning around. It was Orpheus.
But how did it happen? I mean, did they steal Maggie's car because Xander found Maggie in her car?
Yeah.
They must
did they
have.
kidnap?
They were driving Maggie's car, I guess, and kidnapped her for ransom. They wanted money or something. He wanted money. That was to get money, to kidnap Maggie and then ask for ransom. So I guess they were driving Maggie's car.
I guess so. The thing is, though, too, they were still driving behind Adrienne, though. That's the one thing that bothered me. But I knew Maggie was innocent. Was Maggie was driving behind Adrienne, so there was no way for her to be driving across from her and running her off the road. So that's what always bothered me about that storyline. You can't really drive somebody off the road if you're significantly behind them, like several miles behind them.
Yeah, but remember, stopped to change the tire.
Right, but she's still ahead of her, though. I mean, Maggie, they were both driving to the hospital, so there's no way for Maggie to be heading in the opposite direction. But
unless Phil was the one in the opposite direction.
Right.
Unless they
Yeah, so
unless she was stopped on the side of the road to change. Yeah, he was driving towards the mansion. Unless she was on the side of the road, like Adrienne was ahead of them, and then they stopped, and then somehow he drifted off and ran into them, even on the same direction. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. But they never. Some people say you just got to go with it.
Yeah.
Anything in Salem, you just kind of can't really explain.
Yeah.
It's so far-fetched anyway, this whole thing, now that, now we know it wasn't. Well, we all knew it wasn't going to be Maggie, but...
Yeah.
Say, too, I was actually thinking what they did that was wrong was that I thought maybe they were involved with the drugging of Abigail. Because isn't there some kind of splitter going on between Orpheus and Jennifer? That's why I thought maybe he was behind what's going on with Abby. I mean, it still could be true.
That still could be, too. Right. Because she's seeing Orpheus, too, like every time Jennifer's around. Because, So, that could be. Yeah, we still don't know that, what he did. I don't know. They're gonna make him a bigger character? Like, keep him around longer, maybe?
He'll be
the new bad guy. Yeah.
I gotta say that. I mean, I'm not interested in Christian Evan at all. Maybe I hope he stays in prison. And too soon to see how the Zoey recast is going to do. She's only done one episode. I mean, she did fine on Friday, but
Mhm.
And, we'll see how that plays out. But I don't know. But Marlena's office and says he has John kidnapped. He's holding him for ransom, so he can basically run off with the baby and raise the baby on the money. So, yeah, well. But Zoey has kids of her own, though, too, so it's not like this is Orpheus' only grandchild.
Maybe Zoey won't have a kid.
Yeah.
So now, do you still think there were still those rumors that they switched the babies? So maybe that isn't the secret. It was the Maggie, the whole Adrienne thing. But I'm wondering if there's still another twist that they did that too. That Sarah's baby's still, or Zoey has Sarah's babies. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm okay with Sarah not having a baby. I'm totally fine with that. I mean,
or she'll be pregnant with Xander's baby. That's another thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a rumor.
Another possibility.
Yeah, there's a rumor that Brady and Ciara pretended to hook up.
Oh.
That's coming off. Yeah. So people are thinking she's
another
one
for Brady.
Yeah, so people are thinking, that she's pregnant with Xander's baby, and then she's going to try to pass it off as Brady's to piss off Xander.
Oh, geez.
God.
Listen, that sounds familiar storyline. Yeah.
I mean, number one for a doctor.
She didn't learn anything from before.
She doesn't learn how to use birth control. And
no, none of them do. Yeah.
I still understand how she was so convinced it was Eric's baby when she slept with Rex like 24 hours before she slept with Eric. That she insisted it was Eric and not Lex's baby. It's like, okay, you use birth control with your husband and not with your boyfriend? That's pretty gross. Sorry. Poor Eric, he got sloppy seconds on that one. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would like a break from Ciara. What do you guys think? Can we take a Ciara break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ciara break. Yeah. Did you see her with Maggie? The scenes with Maggie were good, too. Of course, Suzanne Rogers is really doing good work. When Suzanne found out, and then she actually had to, face-to-face with Ciara. And Ciara kind of forgave her, still forgave her, which, I mean, then Maggie had to tell her about that Kristen has the baby. So now, which made Ciara she was calmed down, and she seemed like she kind of resigned to the fact that she, gave the baby back, and that was fine. And then when Maggie told her about Kristen going away with the baby, she got all crazy again. So there.
Oh boy. And that Kristen was the one who stabbed Victor. Yeah, because Ciara didn't know that.
Yes, because Ciara didn't know that. Yes. Yeah, she had thought it was Brady. No one had told her that.
But anyone really blame Kristen this time?
I don't really blame her. Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, you can see both, and you can see somebody that would raise a baby for a year, and you thought it was yours, and then you had to give it up. Any mother can tell you that would be hard. That way, and also, and you can see Kristen knowing that thinking your baby was dead.
Yeah.
And somebody switching it, that would make you, of course. You can sympathize with both of them, actually, really. But
well, I wasn't talking about Kristen and Ciara. I was talking about Kristen and Victor.
Oh, Kristen. Yeah. Oh, you mean about her stabbing Victor? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have no pity for the man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He makes his own problems, for sure. Yeah. And he gets, He
always got away with it.
Yeah.
The man tried to kill his son and got away with it.
Mhm. How he came back from that stabbing, I don't know. After all the problems he's had, and he's a super Victor.
Yep.
Oh. And what do you think about Maggie? Yeah. And the last thing she said to Ciara?
Yeah, I'll never see you again.
I'll never see you again. And then Victor's reading a letter.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. I think Xander has to go. I think he gets Xander to try to go stop Maggie.
Yeah.
So. Because Maggie doesn't, nobody knows yet. She doesn't know
Yeah.
that she didn't do that. So.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, but Rafe knows. It sounds, I don't know what he's going to do about it, but I'm sure he's going to, try to arrest Orpheus for killing Adrienne.
Yeah.
It's so funny though. You got two
if
people
Adrienne's dead.
who were right. Yeah, two people go to prison for a murder they didn't commit of the same person.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh God.
Mhm.
Oh man. All right. What else is going on? We had some Kate this week. Kate.
Yeah.
Almost got
Kate
killed.
By Abby. Abby was. Well, that's the thing. Abby went missing, and everybody went to the police department to yell at Rafe, and nobody thought to go to the mansion look to see if she was at home.
Funny.
Where her kids
That's
were.
weird.
Why wouldn't she go to home if she escaped from the hospital? Why would it was just stupid. And there's Chad being a dick at the yelling at Rafe, saying, "Why aren't you personally out there looking for Abby?" It's like, well, why aren't you personally out there looking for your wife? Oh my God, that drove me nuts. So so Kate comes in, so Abby hides, and she starts hallucinating she's Gabi, and that Gabi was poisoning Abe. And then Abby flips out and starts attacking Kate, thinking she's Gabi, trying to kill Abe.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kate was there trying to get out of Abe, whether or not she got the job as his spin doctor, basically, and he still hasn't really hired her yet.
Yeah, no.
Well, just please tell me that Kate kicked her ass.
Abe pulled them apart. Abe and Chad.
Yeah, 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she tried to she tried to convince Abby that, I'm not Gabi, I'm Kate. She wasn't having it.
Yeah, and the other Kate scene this week, Anna, was Kate. She met Jake and thought it was Stefan too. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I love his reaction. Everybody Stefan. He's oh God, not again. That look on his face. Yeah.
I like.
But there's still
him.
more people he has to.
I've only seen. Now, again, I can't address the repetitiveness of the Gabi and whatever Jake's scenes or whatever, but because I just saw a little bit of it a couple weeks ago, but I really think he's adorable. I have to admit, and I wasn't all that excited about coming to the show originally, but I really like him. I like him. I think, and I used to think that Christopher Tyler, I can never remember which name goes first. Tyler Christopher, right?
Yeah.
I thought, I always liked him from General Hospital for years, off and on, but I just thought that Brandon brought a whole lot to the character. So anyway, so that's my feeling on it. But I was actually surprised that I liked him as much as I did, and I was really bummed when he was killed off, quote unquote. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. Trying to catch up one of these days and seeing these scenes.
So do you think he's Stefan, Anna?
What's that?
Do you think he's
what
Stefan? Do you think Jake is Stefan, or what do you think's going on?
Oh, well, I haven't seen enough of it to really, I don't know. I mean, it's stretching the plausibility meter a little bit for me. But then again, Jennifer Horton did survive without her heart and without any brain damage
Jennifer.
or anything.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I could totally see, especially the way Stefano's whole storyline was with Vivian. And since isn't she coming back for a while?
Yeah.
I could totally see. I think the more if we're gonna say plausible, where it's all kind of crazy town, but I'd say the more plausible explanation would be a twin, but switched at birth or separated at birth or whatever. But and that, whether Vivian even knew about him. She may not, I'm sure, they can create any backstory they want, really. But I think it would be stretching it to have it be actually Stefan. But anyway, I don't know.
I kind of like the idea if he's Jake, in that chemistry between them, that she falls in love all over again with a different with Jake.
Right.
And a whole different personality and a different type of person altogether. Yes, yeah. They might be going that way too. I take them, if they do it right, it could be interesting to see if she finds out for sure that he's not Stefan, but then, see what goes from there. But that's a possibility.
And the thing is too, and I put this on Twitter, and a lot of people kind of agree with me. Don't you think Gabi would have tried to, let's say she accepts it's Jake, wouldn't she maybe try to talk Jake into pretending he was Stefan so they could go back and take Demira back from Chad?
That's a good idea too. Yeah.
I don't understand why she hasn't thought of that. And it cracks me up. Every time they mention Jake, I keep wanting someone to call him Jake from State Farm.
I said that the other week. Yeah. I know. Isn't it funny
Jake.
when he says, I'm Jake?
But it's funny, you did,
Farm?
Marianne. Yeah. You did say that last week.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh.
I know. It's
Great
that.
minds think
Yeah,
alike.
it's that name. Yeah, we think of
name.
I don't know, because I see that commercial a lot around here. I know it plays, here a lot, and it's like it's a clever commercial for sure, but I know that name.
Didn't the original Jake die? Because obviously we have a new Jake, but I thought the rumor was the original Jake from State Farm died. Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's
that's why Jake got recast. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
okay.
They were both in at one time.
What'd you say?
They were both in at one time, both Jakes.
Really?
Yeah, in a State Farm commercial.
Oh, really? Okay.
The new one
the one where there's ask us. Did they always ask what you're wearing? Is that there was two guys sitting there?
Yeah.
And the guy goes, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. Wonder how the hell that rumor got started that Jake died. I don't know.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I saw that Facebook like
but
years
it's
ago.
true.
That's funny. Okay. Anything else I can think of? Oh, Ben and Ciara got engaged. Holy crap!
Oh yeah. Yeah, the big engagement. Woohoo. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ben decided to recreate their first date, which was basically Ben couldn't get into any restaurant. Nobody wanted him in there, including Julie. So they got takeout Chinese, and he put in the fortune cookie.
Will you marry me?
Will you marry me? Yeah, and she said it out loud. Will you marry me? He's like, yes, but will you marry me? So that was cute.
That was cute.
And her engagement.
He said, of course I will.
And the engagement ring is a washer from her carburetor. Yeah, so that was, I mean, I'm glad he didn't
That
whip
was
out
cute.
a diamond ring because that would have been weird. Like, how the hell did he pull that off when he was in prison for like a year and just started working again?
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's off Bo's bike.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Ciara.
And there's a couple bows munching. Yeah.
Yeah. And Ciara told her mom, and Hope didn't flip out.
Yeah.
So.
No, she wasn't happy, but she didn't flip out. Then she kind of was fine with it and wants to take them to lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, and I
Is Hope
hate what they
different
did
to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Does she
still
seem
not well.
different?
Yeah, she's still not well at all. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I hate what they did to Hope's house. Hope had the cutest house.
I know.
And I can't believe they don't still have that set somewhere. But I don't know, Princess Gina got a hold of it because it has all the really awful wallpaper, and I mean, it's just, I liked her old house. I thought it was cute.
Mhm.
Yeah, someone put it on Twitter. They actually, it was a clip of Bo and Hope actually moving into the house, and all the friends helped them move in.
Okay.
So
I can still picture it in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. They use that set a lot. Yeah, I can picture it.
Yeah, because wasn't it Jack and Jen's old house?
I don't remember.
I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, let's see. Did we? Oh, and there was Eli and Lani, and Lani was going to turn herself in to Rafe for letting Kristen out, and Eli talked her out of it.
Yeah. I figured he would.
Yep.
Oh, that was
yeah.
I still think Lani and Eli should raise David. I keep thinking that somehow they're going to get David and when this is all said and done. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with Rafe leaving the show, too. Yeah.
Yeah, Rafe's leaving. I heard he gets shot. Rafe gets shot.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the month.
Yes. Yeah.
I saw that spoiler or something.
Oh, and we have Eric and Nicole get engaged, too, soon.
Oh. Ooh. How long will that last? Will we see a wedding?
I don't know.
Another Salem wedding? Leave town to get married.
Yeah, Ericole, an Ericole fan tweeted Ron saying, the Eric and Nicole fans have been waiting 20 years for an engagement, and Ben and Ciara only been together for 2 years and got engaged already. And Ron said, basically wait, and he said, we'll see which one of them gets married first. So kind of made it seem like maybe Ben and Ciara don't actually get married, but Eric and Nicole actually do. But then you also have Lani and Eli out there that are probably waiting on an engagement. So I don't know.
I think everybody in Salem should just elope.
I know.
Then they know they'd get married for sure.
And don't get married in the frickin' square.
I know.
No one's ever.
Yeah.
There's not been one decent wedding in the square that someone didn't get shot or blackmailed or something was going on.
We're thrown off about.
Yeah. If Eric and Nicole have a wedding at the square, I'm going to be so pissed off. I mean, if they have a wedding, it better be a wedding, and it better be a nice wedding.
Yeah.
Not some cheap. I mean, the Eli and Gabi wedding looked pretty much exactly the same as Eli and Lani wedding. No.
Mhm.
And and John Marlena got married on the square too. I guess and then Marlena got shot at the first wedding in the square. It's like, I'm tired of the square. They can get married in a church like, normal couple.
Church. That's what I said. With Eric being a priest, they should go back to the church wedding.
Yeah.
Church wedding, I don't know.
Anybody have any final thoughts?
I'm trying to think if anything else was. Well,
not that I know of.
Yeah. No. That's it. I don't give any other spoilers I heard or. I don't know.
I was just going to ask really quick. So Days has enough episodes to air fresh episodes through what, September?
I heard October. September, October.
Okay.
Yeah, the fall. Yeah.
October. Okay.
Maybe October. Yeah, or at least September. Yeah.
Have General Hospital? I know General Hospital's still airing new ones, right? Or so if. So when do the rest of them? What's that?
General Hospital's going to start airing classic Nurses Ball episodes soon, though.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So have they run out of newly aired things, or are they just kind of do it like intersperse them throughout?
I think they ran out. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Wow, who knew that the one time it would come in handy for us to be this much ahead would be now.
It's paying off now because they're the only soap that have new episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we can be number one again.
Hey.
Yeah. Good. People might switch over and say, let's watch. Yeah. Yeah. Start watching.
Oh, it's a great opportunity. We'll see. We'll see. And once you know it, they closed down operations for a couple of months over the holidays to try to get them closer. Like we've all been begging for them to be closer to air date, tape and air date. And they finally did it for a couple of months now we're like, no, really, you should have gone ahead and taped those. Because, I mean, isn't it weird that in 2 months, if they had closed it down 2 months later, it would have been during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So they barely were back before they got shut down again. So.
Ugh.
Oh, ladies, anyway. On Tuesday they're airing a soap special on ABC.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the history of soaps. Is that what it's called?
Oh,
yeah, there's a lot
neat.
of soap stars on. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Well,
I did see that.
That's like in prime time.
Yeah.
But what?
What's that?
I think it's ABC.
Yeah.
In prime time or during the day?
Prime time.
Oh, cool. That's neat. Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up. All right. Well, that's all I got.
All righty, everybody. So, see you guys next weekend. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Take care, everybody. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, it is Ryan Seacrest. There's something so thrilling about playing Chumba Casino. Maybe it's the simple reminder that with a little luck, anything is possible. ChumbaCasino.com has hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from with new game releases each week. Play for free anytime, anywhere for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.